How is it going, guys? Drew Peacock here, back with another video, and today we are headed down to Mexico to bet some fictional hard-earned money on some cars. I love racing. I love looking at racing. I love everything that has to do with racing, except the part when you blow up your fucking car and you got to rebuild it. That part sucks. Hopefully my Coyote will eventually return. But anyways, today we're not racing any of my cars. We're going to go take a look at JDM Overnight's page, looking at some high-quality racing, and see if we can predict the outcome of these races. Hopefully, I have a good success rate this episode. I feel like I've been pretty hit or miss in the past. Let's go ahead and dive right in. First race is a full bolt-on plus CST4 tuned E30 Mazda Speed 3 versus a full exhaust intake ported manifold tuned on E85 Chevrolet SS sedan, the ultimate sleeper sedan, one of my favorite sedans ever made. It's a cool car. If you guys ever get a chance, just take a look at them. It's a super cool luxury sports car sedan. I know it's weird saying that, with a Chevy badge on it, but still, it's cool. I'm voting on the domestic because there's no replacement for displacement, baby. I don't care what any import boy says.
Drew, you could just toss a big turbo on a 4-cylinder. It's the same shit.
Well, let me toss a big turbo on my 8-cylinder. Then let's see what that 4-cylinder can do. Come on. Let's get it.
1, 2, 3.
Fucking slow motherfucking fat pig of a goddamn sports car. Why the hell would I bet on the goddamn full-sized car? I don't know. Who the hell would put E85 on a naturally aspirated car to begin with? A lot of people think that adds a fucking huge amount of horsepower, and it clearly doesn't. If you're putting E85 on a naturally aspirated car, you might gain 30 horsepower. Is it worth it? If it's super easy to do, maybe, but to me, 30 horsepower, it's not worth the hassle. I'm sorry. A 30 horsepower isn't going to make or break a run. Not really. And spending all that extra money on gas, stopping every other day, because it is a big fucking V8, and obviously you can't win jack shit. Oh, I'm frustrated. Drew took a fat L. I forgot to bet fictional money, whatever. We're just going to go ahead and just go based on my win percentage. Right now, 0. And that's probably higher than this guy's ever won, so he's probably won negative races. Sorry, not sorry. Moving on. Next race, we have a Craftworks 9th Gen on E85 10 PSI versus a GTX 2860 4-port aux Fiesta ST on E70. These eggs, they've never really impressed me. I've never really seen a quick one. Then again, he is racing a Honda, but I mean, these Hondas, they have surprised me. So I'm going to go with my gut again and just bet on the Honda. Full E85, E70, 10 PSI. I'm betting Honda. I hope I don't fucking lose. You know what? Fuck Honda. Why the hell would I vote on some goddamn grocery getting piece of shit? I am the dumbest person in the world right now. I should have voted on the fucking egg. The egg's shape is a lot better. It's like a teardrop shape, which is the best shape you can have for aerodynamics. Why wouldn't I vote on the egg? They're both shit, but come on. Like, Drew's down 2-0. This is horrible. I've just never seen a Fiesta ST actually make solid power. Maybe that's what it is, I've just been blind to it this whole time. Maybe there's some hidden potential underneath the hood of that tiny little car. Apparently Hondas can't even beat that. Shit. Okay, next race. Big Turbo M235i on E85 versus a full bolt-on E85 GTR. Damn. All right, this one's a little bit trickier. We got some two solid contenders here. Two race cars. This is a hard one, I'm not much of a BMW guy. I like the R35. I think it's a cool car. Full bolt-on E85 or GTR is pretty damn quick. Big turbo, though. That's a little underdog right there. Big turbo, you know, 135s, 235s, 335s. They make solid power. So I'm going to go with big turbo. I just like the thought of having a big turbo. So we're voting big turbo. So I think I was right. I mean, he won the first race, so that's great. At least he got one of them. And it looks like on the second race, he was reeling him in, and then they let off, or the video was cut short. Maybe some technical errors. I don't know. Maybe there was a dog barking, or I don't know, some copyrighted music, something along those lines. You know, for reasons unknown, the video was cut short. So we're going to go ahead and go based on the one complete race that we did see. I won one. Suck my balls. I'm happy. I finally won one. I bet on the underdog. I wanted to bet on the GTR, but I went with the opposite of my gut feeling, and I went 235i. Those things must move pretty damn good. I know it seems like a smaller car. It doesn't have the all-wheel drive, obviously, so it's a lot lighter, I would assume, but pretty solid car right there. Seems like a lot of fun. Okay, next race. Hey, whose McLaren is that? We got a stock McLaren MP412C, probably owned by one sexy motherfucker, versus an intake pulley, cat delete tuned E85 Trackhawk. If you haven't seen the video, go check it out. It's a pretty cool video, but let's take a look at this little sneak peek.
1, 2, 3.
I was pretty impressed with my McLaren after that run. I didn't know what was going to happen. My boy's Trackhawk is estimated to make around 850 wheel horsepower, which is pretty damn quick, you know? It's a lot of horsepower. The McLaren, I think, to the wheels makes like 550-ish or something like that. So that's a big difference, but it just goes to show how much of a difference aerodynamics, speed, and a great transmission can change a game. You know, you don't need a lot of horsepower to be quick. You just need a quick car to be quick. So, I don't know. If you guys like that race, I have a lot of videos racing my McLaren and my Super, so go check them out. Anyways, let's keep going. It's not about me. It's about other people. Next race, we have a Pro-Charged 5.0 on 93 octane at 10 PSI. That's not too much boost, but, I mean, seriously, 93 octane, 10 PSI, that's probably 600-ish horsepower. That's pretty good. Full bolt-on ECC Stage 2 RS3 on E85. We are not blind to what these RS3s can do. We've seen it in the past. So I'm betting on the RS3. I think he's going to take the dub. I'm sorry, Coyote Gang. RS3 for the win. Told y'all. I told y'all. We've seen those RS3s before. I think this is the one we always see on the channel. And he is quick, man. That is one RS3 I do not want to go around in Mexico. That thing moves like a motherfucker. That is just really satisfying to see. It's so much fun having a car like that you can obviously beat the living shit out of. And it just over and over will take it. If you're not an Audi fan, you have to admit that is pretty damn impressive right there. Drew was right once again. So far, I think I'm about a 50-50 success rate, so let's move on to the next race. Next race, we have a full bolt-on IS38 Turbo E30 GTI versus a full bolt-on E85 stock Turbo Evo. And I have no fucking idea who to vote for here. I think I'm just going to go off of, you know, I'm going to pick favorites right here. I think the Evo looks cooler. I weirdly like how, I don't weirdly like, the Evo is a very clean car, but I like the blue caliper, like the bluish green. I like that. I'm voting Evo based on that caliper alone. It's not like that's going to add any horsepower, but it looks cool, and maybe that's an intimidation factor. I knew I shouldn't have fucking bet on the goddamn lemon. You're notorious for being the lemon car of the car scene. You just break down left and right. And you know what the first letter of the word lemon is? L, and you be taking them left and right. God damn it, Drew was wrong once again. Just can't seem to just, find my groove. I can't seem to bet on the right, people. Do not take me to a casino. Do not, put me in the lottery. Don't even take me to a sports game because I'm going to choose the wrong person. I guess you can just bet against me and you're probably going to win. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was going to be Evo all day, but caliper didn't seem to add too much horsepower. God damn it. All right, moving on. Next race, we have a bolt-on no-tune Trackhawk versus a 600-plus wheel horsepower Evo. Okay, based on the fact that I know how quick these Trackhawks are and I've seen what my car can do with it with less horsepower, I'm betting against the Evo. Full bolt-on with no tune doesn't really seem to do much. I've seen it, in the streets, and it doesn't do too much. You kind of need a tune to tie everything together. So 600-plus wheel horsepower Evo for the win. Let's go. Okay, so we might have witnessed the best reaction time I've probably ever seen captured on camera, at least for a street race. It is like the closest thing to call. Did he jump? Did he not jump? Let me know down in the comments. But it seems like I was correct. I saw him toss on his hazards on the first run, and it looks like the Evo did win. I got a little nervous. The Trackhawk seemed to come around him pretty good, but once the Evo hooked and, stayed in boost, it just seemed to go. Maybe got him by a car or two. Solid win for the Evo. I don't know what chimpanzee you had recording or something like that. This guy looks like he was on fucking crack because he's just flailing his arms. You know what he reminds me of? It reminds me of those little like inflatable blow-up things in front of dealers that just flail their arms. Yeah. I don't know why you would hand one of those a camera and have him ride in your car during a nice race and trying to see who wins, but didn't seem to work out for your advantage. Anyways, I think the Evo won. That's cool. I was right again, but I think we're still at about a 50% success rate. So let's see if I can, take the lead. Next race is a bolt-on C63 AMG, dope-ass car, versus a full bolt-on EWG stock turbo on E60 WRX. One thing about like these E60 or E40 blends is that it just sounds like a fucking cunt. Like filling up with two different fuels, I don't know. To me, just all or nothing. I know, some cars can't do it and you got to do some other supporting mods, but it just sounds fucking annoying. Anyways, bolt-on C63 AMG versus, this is a hard one. The C63 I think is a lot cooler of a car. I'm going to vote C63. Yeah, I'm voting C63. Fuck it. Okay, I gotta stop playing favorites because it doesn't seem to get me fucking anywhere except into the loser's circle. I'll tell you what, for a bolt-on... Oh, wow, he hit the hazards way too early. That is embarrassing, C63. Let's run that back really quick. If we look at the quick, Sports Center replay really quick, you can see that he hit the hazards right as he jumped out ahead, thinking he was going to win, and there they go on right there. Thought he was going to win. Obviously, it did not work out that way. The WRX reeled him in and went right around him. That is embarrassing. Anyways, yeah, surprised me for sure. I didn't think the little WRX that could was gonna be able to do that. Granted, he did have a lot more done to his car, it seemed. Surprising win, but hey, it is what it is. All right, last race, all or nothing. Full bolt-on, ported, stock turbo, 25 pounds of boost, pump 93 on the Evo versus a 10-speed 5.0 on a drag pack. What's with Mustang people, or I don't know if it's just like the car scene nowadays. People put drag packs on everything, man. Full bolt-on, stock, E85, whatever. People love drag packs. I've ran into a few people at car meets. They got bead locks on their Mustangs, and I ask them what they got done to it, and they just say full bolt-on or E85, and it's like, really? Anyways, I don't know. I've had a hit-or-miss relationship with the Evo, but I'm going to vote Evo. I think the top end of the Evo is going to come around that Mustang.
1, 2, 3.
that Evo has to have the shortest gears I have ever seen or heard. Listen to that. He's shifting more than he's accelerating, man. That's, oh, well, 10 speed, just, you can't underestimate those either. I don't think anyone does nowadays because they know how fucking crazy automatics have come in such a short amount of time. Automatics went from being like, okay, yeah, they're quick, you know, they're cool and everything, but you could still kind of hang with them in a manual to, fuck, man, there's no chance in hell you can keep up even if you have like 50 more horsepower. Evo, sorry, man. Fuck you. You made me lose this thing. I think I have like a 40% success rate because of you. You should never bet on the Evos, man. They're lemons. They just take L's left and right, and they're sour about it. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I got like a 40% success rate, I would say. Let me know what your guys' success rate is down in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this one, I do have racing videos on my channel, which is great, with me and my cars, my Supra, my McLaren, and my Mustang if you go way back. But let me know. Subscribe to see more videos like this one. And until next video, peace.